where best friends and next-door neighbors, Willow and Lillian, spill the tea on murder, mysteries, and other things that go bump in the night. So get your favorite teacup ready, and let's get into it. Welcome to Cruelty Podcast. This is Lillian, and with me is Merris.
Hello.
Because it's Merris Monday.
Oh, boy. We did it right this time.
Did we?
Well, I mean, sometimes you've had me fill in, and I was confused on what day it was, you know?
Oh, yeah, you don't know what day it is.
I don't ever know, no.
No. So, since our alien overlords are set to arrive by 2027, or next week, or 4 weeks from now, or whenever the next mind-blowing UFO documentary drops, I thought we'd all prepare by hearing about super terrifying alien abductions.
Well, that sounds good. We haven't done an old-fashioned alien abduction in a long time.
That's right. This is a really weird one.
Okay.
And this is the abduction of Kelly Cahill.
Yeah, I don't know this one.
No, because it's Australian.
Australia's not real.
Oh, shit, is it not?
No.
Okay.
I don't believe in it.
But they say down under and put a shrimp on the Barbie and stuff.
Well, I've never seen Australia.
one-
Have you?
No. But this one, that's not a knife. This is a knife.
Yeah, I've seen you play Knife with Spoonie before.
Oh, why?
I don't
But
know.
before we get into this story, I want to talk about the update.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. So there's a big UFO documentary coming out called like The Age of Disclosure or something like that. Or
Oh, boy.
Disclosure Now or
Was it
Disclosure 2.
James Franco, whatever it was his name?
No,
James Fox.
God. No, it's not James Fox.
Oh.
It's from the Zombo
Oh.
and a bunch of other fucking nerds.
Nerds, yeah, dweebs.
And Diana Pulsaka.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's going to blow our whole butts off, apparently.
Oh, good. I could use some of my butt blown off.
Same. I got a big ass.
Yeah.
Whoa. It's getting spicy on here. And also, like, they're just going to show us some stuff. Like, this is an alien. Woo. Now, there was also Ross Coulthart, you know, our Australian, again.
No.
Investigative journalist who is on News Nation, which is a right-wing propaganda machine, but whatever. Had a guy on there. I want to say he was a colonel. A lieutenant. I don't fucking know. I don't know the ranks. I'm not going to care to know. I'm not going to learn them.
Some guy.
His last name is Blitch.
That's good. It's... Come on, you can't...
It's a letter off from bitch.
Yeah, that's a swear. That's not a last name.
His name's a swear. Anyway, he was like talking about your usual stuff like, oh, I saw an orb and I saw a craft and I'm in the military and we get UFOs sometimes. And then he's straight up and he goes, and then one time I talked to a 7-foot-tall mantis being.
Record scratch?
Yeah.
I don't have an actual sound.
Nope,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
bad. We gotta stop. Ooh. Okay, hold on. I have to refocus.
Sorry, I blew us off course.
This son of a blitch.
No!
He talked to one. And it was a
Okay.
dick. And I'm going to say what it said.
Mantises are known to be dicks.
Now, number one, it didn't look like a praying mantis. It had like a wedge-shaped head and big fuck red eyes. And it kind of insect-like, but not like an actual praying mantis.
It weren't green. It got red eyes.
He was pale.
It
and
was
had red
white
eyes.
with red eyes. That's scary. That's a scary fucking mantis.
If I saw that, I'd turn my pants brown. That would upset me. I'd hit it with something next.
Oh, you could. But what about on the scale?
Alicia gave me a taser. Well, it depends. Does he have at least human genitalia?
Well, does he? I mean, you would. I didn't know.
I don't know.
What kind of news is this?
I mean, he got hands. That's fine.
He doesn't have like the mantis scythe hands.
No, he had regular, weird, spindly hands.
People hands?
No, not exactly weird hands. Just weird, long, spindly, creepy fingers.
Okay, so
Like Slender Man hands.
what did Slenderman McMantis say?
Slender Man McMantis. Oh, that's a good one.
Thanks.
He said, first of all, when son of a blitch
Uh-huh.
saw him, and he was like, fuck, you know, as you do.
You're like,
He was
"Whoa."
like, calm down and quit wriggling around. And I wouldn't take kindly to that.
Uh-huh.
And he didn't, and he kept wriggling. He's like, I'm not going to hurt you very much.
But you
hold
got
still.
spindly hands and red eyes.
He's like, and then he told him that we're just containers for souls.
Okay. So he's not then, huh?
I would assume.
That's what it implies.
That is what it implies, you soulless freak.
Wait, I got one. I'm a person.
Not you.
Oh.
The mantis thing.
Yeah.
It's a soulless freak.
Yeah.
But on the fuckability scale, we're going to give him a 5. First of all, he's tall. That's nice.
He's got eyes. That's a plus.
He has eyes where eyes should be.
Right. Sometimes they're not.
His mouth's very small, so his oral game's going to be weak, but them spindly fingers, they long. Combine like 3, and you got the girth and the length. So
Okay. And he's got something which you like in particular.
What's that?
He's mean.
Well, I do like mean, yeah.
Yeah, he's a mean, villainous type, and you love that.
I hope he has a crazy wizard robe. That
Well,
was the only thing that would make it better.
He was like, quit wailing around, you mortal. You know.
Yes,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Wiggle my butt suggestively.
He's gonna move up on the scale.
No, he's a 5 because I don't like it's too buggy. I don't like bugs near
He
my
does
critter.
have insect-like qualities.
Yeah, we're fine with
not
that.
people-faced.
And of course, they communicate telepathically.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Well, I know now.
Yeah, and he said he was like a doctor.
You love that too. That's hot.
Well, I don't like real doctors. They fat shame me and they don't ever help me.
No, but you like villainous doctors.
Oh yeah, like a mad scientist type.
That's
is
what this
really
mantis is
appealing.
giving me vibes about.
Yeah, and he's like, we're just gonna do some tests on you and fix you.
Quit moving around,
He's
you
like,
know.
hold still,
Stupid Blitz or whatever his name is.
Blitch.
Blitch.
You son of a Blitch.
Right.
I would change my name. Hey, straight people, straight cis people, you can change your name to anything you want.
True.
So if your last name is Blitch, which is terrible, you can
But memorable.
change it to like Birch, which
That is a
similar,
tree, yeah.
but it's a tree, and
Yeah.
everyone knows that. And
Right.
it does sound kind of like your last name, but not as much like bitch.
It's so close to a swear. His name is like Furch. Or I mean, you know.
Fucker.
Yeah. I couldn't like.
You were just trying and
I was
failing.
trying and it fell off.
You girl boss too close to the sun.
I fell.
Okay, well we're done with this update.
Oh.
So what do I think about it?
Yeah.
I believe Blitch. He came across as like a good dude. I liked him.
I didn't watch it.
Watch him be just a Nazi. You know,
Ugh.
these days.
Everyone.
These days.
Not us though.
Okay, we're gonna get into our story, and so you're gonna get in the mood. We're not silly.
I'm
now.
in a mood.
You certainly are. Kelly woke up, though she couldn't recall having dozed off. She was inside her car, and her husband Andrew was driving, and he had a weird look on his face. And for a moment, she worried that he was annoyed with her for drifting off. She asked him if she'd fallen asleep, but he just kept his eyes on the road, his expression tense, and he didn't say anything. His hands just got real tight on the steering wheel. The inside of the car smelled really strange, and she felt a tingling, irritated soreness in her midriff.
Is she pregnant?
No.
Oh.
She couldn't remember much of the car ride, but she remembered red lights, lots of them, and all of them coming towards her.
That's really scary.
The memory of these lights makes Kelly feel really scared.
Yeah, I'm scared and I wasn't even there.
The car ride continued in silence, and all Kelly could think about was how anxious she was to get home and go to bed. She felt really exhausted and very freaked out. This story started on April 8th, 1993 in southern Australia near the Dandenong Forest.
What's the forest again?
Dandenong.
I love it.
I know. Kelly and her husband Andrew were driving home after having been at a best friend's barbecue party. Now, April in Australia is wintertime, but it had been a mild winter, and it was only a little chilly, so Kelly and Andrew had spent a long time with their friends. They was drinking beer, they was talking and laughing, and they didn't start the drive home until a little after midnight. As they drove home, Kelly saw what she thought was a blimp in the sky. She pointed it out to Andrew, and he slowed down to look at it, and that's when they realized it was getting closer and closer, and it wasn't a blimp.
Oh, that's scary.
A disc-shaped craft of some kind. It hovered like way above the trees, and it glowed a bright orange.
That's very scary.
Now, around the outside of the disc were what seemed to be windows, and there were dark figures standing in them. And Kelly shouted at Andrew to look at the people in the windows of the craft, but right as she did that, it took off like at a dizzying, crazy, ridiculous speed and disappeared. Andrew continued the drive home. They traveled about a mile in silence before they saw a very, very bright light off in the distance ahead of them. And as they got closer to the light, it wasn't like a fixed light, but it was more like an entire area was blanketed and bathed in this light.
So like a big floodlight or
like
something.
Like a big
right.
spotlight.
Yeah.
Huge. Yeah. And she tried to shield her eyes because it was so bright it was hurting her eyes. And then they were out of it. The light was gone. But the car seemed to have gone much farther a distance than it should have. She worried she had blacked out. When they finally arrived home, Kelly noticed something strange as she was getting ready for bed. There was this bizarre geometric red mark right under her belly button. It was a triangle.
Uh-oh.
And it was like a little burn. Andrew pointed out that they had gotten home an hour and a half later than they should have. They'd lost time. Very scary.
Yeah.
So they were both really tired and just wanted to get some sleep. They didn't discuss their bizarre night. They just went to bed. Kelly woke up in the morning and the weird night was the first thing on her mind because everything felt off. She felt like something bad had happened and she was disturbed she couldn't seem to remember. She also was not feeling well physically.
There's alien babies in her. That's what the triangle's about.
No, this is way worse.
Oh, no, don't say that.
Then the following day, she started her period really early, and it was very heavy and very painful. She was also having these really, really blindingly painful migraines. Mm-hmm. And they made her dizzy and sick to her stomach. Those migraines lasted for 6 weeks.
Oh, I would have gone to the doctor. I actually have gone to the doctor when a migraine was alarming.
Day 3, she went to the doctor.
Oh, good. Okay.
She ended up having an infection in her uterus.
Oh.
Many more tests were conducted, but other than the infection, doctors really couldn't explain why her period had started early, or the migraines, or the loss of time in the car, which she considered just a loss of consciousness. Kelly was naturally very upset and disturbed. Eventually, Kelly was put in the hospital because nothing was curing up her uterus infection.
Oh, that sucks.
But she was put on a big round of really heavy-duty antibiotics, and she finally got better. While she was in the hospital, they ran tons of CAT scans of her because of her migraines.
Yeah.
Found nothing. And they just gave her painkillers for those and sent her home.
Fucking Australian system, which isn't real.
Oh, is Australia not real?
No,
now?
I told you from the beginning. I just decided it wasn't real.
But Kelly was about to remember everything.
Oh, shit.
And what she remembered was nothing short of horrifying. Kelly started to remember what happened on the drive home. Once they drove into the brightly illuminated area, Andrew pulled his car off to the side of the road and he parked in front of a huge field. They saw a craft that was as tall as a 3-story building.
Oh, that's terrifying.
And long, it was 3 Olympic pool size long. It was huge.
Wow.
And it was just hovering above the field. 2 other cars had parked with them. And they were about 100 meters away on each side. One car had just a male passenger. The other car was 2 women and a man. Andrew and Kelly were excited, as were the other people. They stared at it, the craft, as it started to emit a strange kind of hum. Now, Kelly didn't hear it as a hum. She felt it as a vibration.
It could have been really low frequency.
It was.
Yeah.
It was so deep and so intense, it made it to where Kelly couldn't move. And then she could see dark figures across the field. That's when she started to freak out.
Yeah, that's real. Well, it was scary from when it happened.
It's been scary this whole time.
It's been scary this whole time.
The fear is coming from inside of me.
Since it began.
Yes. So she began to panic, and she fought to try and free herself from whatever hypnotic state she was in. And she was trying to thrash and move, but she couldn't move. And now the figures were getting closer to her and Andrew and the other people gathered there. And they weren't walking. They were gliding over the ground.
That's bullshit. This is whole bullshit. I say bullshit from my mouth to you.
Oh, Lord. And so, as they started to float towards them, their eyes glowed bright red.
No. This is so awful. Stop it.
She said they looked demonic.
Well, obviously. Yeah.
As it got close to her, suddenly an electric jolt hit Kelly right in her stomach, and this made her fly violently backwards where she landed on her back. Dazed, she struggled to breathe. She tried to sit up, but couldn't. And then she was plunged into darkness, and she couldn't see anything.
Oh no, you're screwed.
She heard, rustling noises and struggles of the other people, I'm assuming.
Nope.
And that, the fear of the dark and hearing people, struggle,
Yeah,
she sat bolt upright.
Yeah.
And she screamed for Andrew.
Yeah.
She felt a hand on her shoulder, and one of the figures spoke in English, and it said, "Do something about her."
Uh-oh.
Oh, I would not like to hear that.
Or I would go apeshit. That's what I would do. I'd do something about you, excuse you.
Andrew shouted, "Let us go, you bastards." And one of the figures said, "We mean you no harm."
Go apeshit.
And Andrew said, "If you mean us no harm, why'd you hit my wife?"
Yeah, that's a good point, Andrew.
Then Kelly threw up.
Yeah.
After that, she felt hands on her body, examining her. The next thing she remembered was being back in the car, her midriff hurting, and feeling very confused and disorientated.
It's awful, yeah.
Horrified and confused by her own memories, Kelly wasn't sure where to go for help. Eventually, her search for an explanation as to what happened to her and her husband led her to meet with UFO researchers in Australia. And this would start the largest UFO investigation in Australia's history up to that point. They've had bigger ones now, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know what's going on. Australia doesn't exist to me, because arbitrarily.
Researchers went to the field and they took soil samples. They did, crazy aerial surveys with, UV infrared shit. There was a large triangular marking on the field, it was huge. And they found a chemical called pyrene, which is a chemical used in coal mining, which would explain the weird smell, by the way. But there were no coal mines nearby and no reason for that much pyrene to be in that area.
Okay.
That's just a detail.
No, it is strange, yeah.
Over the next 6 months, Kelly would be visited by a being in a cloak and hood that stood over her bedside. And this happened a total of 4 times. The visitations would start as a dream where she couldn't see, but she could feel herself being pulled on by something.
Mm-hmm.
And then she would hear a voice sounding like the entity from the spaceship that she'd seen saying, "Don't panic." Fuck you.
Yeah, right. Don't tell me what to do. I'm going to panic if I want.
And Kelly was always very terrified in these encounters.
Right.
She would then wake up and she would see the creature hover, looming over her before it disappeared right before her eyes.
I don't like any of that.
Yeah, it sucks real bad. Other than these strange encounters, the house had bizarre electrical disturbances. Things like appliances turned off and on by themselves. She would touch things and get a static shock, and not from things that carry static electricity, like wood.
Yeah, it's not a good conductor usually, or unless it's on fires afterwards or something,
She was just touching the wall and she'd get shocked.
Right.
It's everything was charged.
Electrical, right.
Yes. And then once her car started on its own. And now remember, this is the 90s. They did not have self-starting cars.
I can't tell you how bad I would be scared if that happened.
But let's be fair, Merris, we've had weird shit like that happen.
Well, I've never had a car turn on by itself, unless you put the key in there, because we're poor. We got the shitty cars that don't have...
We don't have a self-starting car.
No, oh goodness, no.
I don't even have a key fob.
No.
I have a key that opens my 2006 Pontiac Vibe,
right.
who I have named Vito the Vibe.
Vito the Vibe.
He'll take you where you want to go.
He'll take you where you want to go.
Hey.
Yeah.
He's from Jersey Shore.
But
I have a car, and vroom, vroom,
it goes.
All right, so anyway, other than that electrical shit, Andrew was handling everything very poorly.
I would too, Andrew. Bless you.
He would not speak of it for years. But eventually, he broke down and admitted to Kelly that not only did he remember the whole horrific experience, but that he'd had UFO encounters before this. And I think Andrew was the target. Because when they abduct you once, they're supposed to keep coming back and following you, and including your kids.
Well, That's not very nice of them.
No, like I said, if you mean us no harm, why'd you hit my wife?
That's a very excellent, very smart point, Andrew.
I will listen. You touch me, little wiggle worms, and I'm gonna get you.
Oh, aliens wouldn't want to abduct me. I'd be so difficult. I'll be the most difficult, mouthy person. And you think I would run away, but I'm not. I'm coming at you like a crazy little badger.
Let me tell you something about Merris that nobody understands. He is a soft-spoken, mild-mannered person on the outside. On the inside, he's an endless well of rage.
It's not just rage. It's just rabid Wolverine teeth and claws, and I will keep coming. You can just cut me down, and I'm bloody stumps, and I'm coming for you.
His fight or flight is fight.
Oh, just pure fight.
Same, and that's why we get along.
Yeah.
Ooh, our arguments are spicy.
Oh, it is.
They're so stupid. But we will bitterly fight until the end. Until
we're both bloody stumps.
Left. Yeah, we're just done. But Merris never backs down and cannot be told what to do.
No, not even.
He's exceptionally difficult.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's grumpy and
Obstinate.
crappy. Obstinate. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Yeah. No, aliens shouldn't want anything to do with him.
No.
So... Kelly and Andrew never met the other people who witnessed the UFO with them, but the UFO investigators found them.
Okay, well, they investigate. The Great Mouse detectives did their job.
Yeah. Now, all 4 of the people, other than Kelly and Andrew, also had the triangle burn marks on them.
They got branded.
No, I think they went in them.
I don't know.
But the women all had menstrual problems and gynecological problems.
That's not cool.
That's rape, dude.
It's bad.
That's sexual assault. Get out of my bits, you fucking freak.
Right.
I will.
Mean you no harm. I'll mean you no. I'll
eat
you harm,
you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'll just start chewing. I'll go up from the toes to the nose. I don't give a shit.
Get him. Yeah.
In fact, I bet you're delicious.
Right.
How about that? Come fuck
Crunchy.
with me. I'm just gonna fry you up and have you for dinner.
Right. Anyway, what else happened to these guys?
Yeah, they all saw the same thing. They all had the same experience. Now, the others heard a hum instead of felt a vibration.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't see the dark. They were just dark humanoid figures, and they didn't see red glowing eyes.
They didn't see the details because they were too freaked out.
Well, they passed out early.
Yeah, they were
Kelly
no. Yeah.
Kelly and Andrew fought real hard, and they
Hell
stayed
yeah.
awake.
Yeah.
So they could see the glowing eyes.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Get them.
Yep. But all of them were the same. They all had kind of the same thing. One of the women remembered waking up on an examination table and being prodded and poked by a creature in a dark hooded cloak. Ugh.
Yeah.
So Kelly and Andrew were also very, very religious people. They never once believed these to be aliens. They thought they were demons.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they acting like, if you're looking like a demon.
Yeah, if you're quacking like a demon and you're swimming around like a demon.
You're probably a demon duck.
Yeah, quack bitch.
Yeah, quack bitch.
But here's what I want to say is, what is up with that? You know, we've mentioned this before. If they're not demons, then why are you acting so god-awful and having no manners?
Right, and got red eyes.
Here, let me tell you this. If you came down and said, I got some space cocaine, can I feel around in your cooter for a second for science? And I would be like, sure,
This
aliens.
is a very strange situation to be in.
Sure, aliens, you can for science. And then I have space cocaine, and that's cool.
Right. Can you share it?
Or they're like, I'm from the planet Bleeblorb, and we've brought with us a cute little florb. And it's like a little puffy, cute creature. Mm-hmm. And they're like, if we give you this cute little pet, can we shove a finger or two up your butt?
Mm-hmm.
I would be like, absolutely.
I might allow it just because it would be a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to if they traumatize me,
I'm
going to traumatize them back.
Well, yeah.
I'm going to enjoy it too much.
That's saying we get this far to where
everyone out.
Yeah.
I'll bring my own lube.
Wow.
Huh? I'll be like, just let me grab something real quick. And it's just a big industrial tub of lube.
Just for this particular situation that you might be in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, what's that for? And I'm like, we all probing.
Wow.
This is like a Diddy party with
Would you mind filming it, though?
Oh, of course. Yeah. For just make
Science.
sure it's a good transaction.
I'm going to put it on YouTube.
Oh, I don't think it's going to. You have to put it on Pornhub.
Okay.
If I'm going there, it's on Pornhub.
I just need to let the world to see it.
It's a little rude. It's a private moment I'm having with 5 to 10
These
other
hypothetical aliens, right?
Yeah. No, but my point is, despite being a crass and disgusting weirdo, is that I feel like consent would work with a lot of us. Number one, a lot of us are freaks. I'll match you, freak.
That's true. You know, if aliens are going around probing, they should just be like, line up for who wants it. You just line up, right?
You'll get a special treat. Maybe I'll take you to go look at
Space
Uranus
cocaine.
in person.
Right.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
I would go look at planets in person
For probing, yeah.
for a little probing. Yeah,
No, but I'm sure that non-consent is the point, right? That's very demon of them.
That seems like the point.
The demon of them, yeah.
It's mean. And most of the time they don't use like anesthetic. They're just stabbing you and prodding you and removing your like...
Putting triangles on your belly button?
They're taking guys' jizz. They're taking ladies' eggs.
Right.
Like, dude, that's mine.
Right.
Where's my child support?
True.
Mm-hmm. Or how about, I don't mind donating it. I super don't. But I want some, give me some dollars.
Right.
Don't
Space
tell
dollars.
me you can't rob a bank.
Or like just, space dollars, right? Like something
They
like
give you a space visa.
a space coin.
Ooh, that sounds too much like Bitcoin.
Yeah, no, that's why I said
but
it.
yeah, but then I could like buy all kinds of cool space shit.
Right.
Like my own spaceship.
A Millennium Falcon.
Ooh, I'll get a punch card that shows how many times I've been probed, and at the end I get a cappuccino.
Or a half alien, half baby thing.
Oh, I'm not raising that.
Hybrid, that's what the word I'm looking
I'm
for.
gonna throw that in the woods.
Yeah.
Put it in one of them baby boxes.
Baby. Yeah, in Utah
Enjoy.
or something.
Yeah, enjoy this weird shit. I
Right.
don't want it. Well, okay, I've been offensive enough for today, I think. I think that's good. I think we can stop right there.
We could keep going.
I could. But my whole point is that it looks like there's going to be a narrative coming out that these are more spiritual than they are physical, which is me and Merris have always said. It's
Demons.
I don't care. I don't care what we call them. They're assholes.
Right.
And I just want to know how we fuck them up.
Punching, like...
Because you can't say, we mean you no harm. And you shove your whole hand up my cooter.
Right.
That hurts, and I
Right.
don't like it.
No. The lady in Australia did not like it.
She didn't like it, and
No.
she had migraines, and she was bleeding, and she got an infection. Fuck y'all.
Right.
You're not cleaning your tools either. See, I'm done.
Right.
That's like the American healthcare system. You mean to tell me you have not advanced past it?
Which one do you think is better, the American healthcare system or getting abducted by aliens and having their spindly fingers in your cooter?
Oh, that's rough.
Uh-huh. Can't decide, can you?
I'm screwed either way.
You definitely are.
Oh,
Well, with the American system, though, you have a bill.
And the aliens are not charging me.
Well, the lady in Australia, she probably got healthcare for free.
She did, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
Yeah.
None of this is good.
No. Hey, you know what? Fuck it. Aliens with your little weird heads and your glowy eyes, come down here and just fuck us all up. I'm done. I've
We
had
could
it.
use some fingers in our cooters, right? Right, teabags?
God. I don't know what's wrong with him today.
Yeah.
He's been bad all day long.
I'm bad.
And he needs like a shot collar.
Yep.
So on that note, I'm going to go away. And I don't feel like doing business time. But Merris, you can talk about the other podcast you do.
Yeah, it's called Welcome to Reality with your host, me, Merris, and my wife, Lillian, over there.
I'm over here.
I just talk about shows that I watch, and that's the show that you're gonna listen to. That's the catchphrase I just made up just now.
This is the show that you're gonna watch.
Wait, that's what I'm gonna watch, and then you're gonna listen
Oh.
to me talking about it.
Oh, I lost the thread.
It's
on that.
okay. I probably didn't say it right the first time anyway.
We gotta go.
Yep.
Anyway, hey, love you guys. Thanks for all the nice messages. I appreciate it. I was not having a good time yesterday and still not having a good time, but I'm better.
It's because we're alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've just had a lot of real fucked up stuff happen recently, and I'm just not okay. And I think it's okay to not be okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go be not okay over there.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Us on your social media platform of choice. Linktree/cruelty has all of the links. Check out our Patreon for exclusive episodes, merch, ad-free episodes, live ghost hunts, and much more. Please be sure to subscribe. New episodes are uploaded weekly. Thank you so much. See you next time. Music and production by Libby.